this in ASMR or whatever the fuck that is because the secretary's sleeping. Hey everybody, it is Drewsky, McGillicuddy, and tonight, since I've sort of gotten this under control, there's still some tweaking that needs to go on, but in the vlog video I made about us putting these together and getting them all ready to go, I had showed off my collection and asked to leave a comment in the comment section down below what movies in my collection maybe you'd want to see next, and there was a tie. There was two people, because not that many people comment. I don't know, I guess nobody likes me, I have no idea. But two people commented and said that I should watch the Baytown Outlaws and or the movie we're watching tonight, which is, as you can see from the title, The Chase from 1994, starring Charlie Sheen, Kristy Swanson, Ray Wise, fucking Flea, Anthony Kiedis, Henry Rollins. I mean, who's not in this movie? Somebody give me a list of people that were around when this movie came out that weren't in it. I mean, it's got Carrie Ellis, for Christ's sake, playing a newscaster. Can you believe it? I mean, I don't know. It just seems like there's a whole lot of people in a movie about a guy that kidnaps a lady with a candy bar, and then, should I tell you? I mean, you've seen this movie, right? So yeah, the movie's about, what the hell's his name? Frank? Something like that. I don't fucking know. Like, you would think I could remember these things, but I can't be bothered. But the movie is about this guy. He's convicted of a crime he did not commit, and he's going to be sentenced to 25 years in the big house, the pen, whatever other words there are for prison. But he's going to prison for 25 years. So, as you would, So having not committed the crime, he escapes, steals a Volkswagen Rabbit. I don't know if some of you know that we drive a Volkswagen. Well, we have a Volkswagen Rabbit in this family. Anyway, god damn it, get back to the fucking review. So he steals the Volkswagen Rabbit, and he's at the gas station, and he hears over the radio and or sees on the TV, I can't remember, I wasn't paying attention, that they're looking for him. So he freaks out. There's Kristy Swanson. He's got a candy bar. He figures, what the hell? And he kidnaps her with a candy bar. I'm serious. He kidnaps her with a candy bar, and it's kind of funny, the scene where he's doing. Oh, I can't even talk. It's kind of funny, the scene he's doing something where he tells the clerk to slide the guns over to him, and he slides them all the way across the store. I just keep touching my face. But it's okay, because I washed my hands before I started this review, because I figured this would keep happening because I'm fucking terrible and I fucking suck at this. So anyway, he kidnaps her, and they steal her car. Well, he basically carjacks her, okay? And then she ends up being the daughter of Dalton Boss, who is essentially the Donald Trump of this movie's universe. Or he supposedly has as much money as Donald Trump. But looking back now, Donald Trump didn't have as much money as Bill Gates does now. So it's like, big whoop. I mean, y'all are the ones that asked for this. So they're driving down the road, and they're driving along,
and you're driving along, la la la, woo.
And then, obviously the cops are chasing them. That's what the movie's about. He kidnaps this girl, and then they just get chased by the police for the rest of the show. She just give up. She just give up. So all the meanwhile, the police that are chasing them, the patrol car is being driven by none other than him. The police car is being helmed by none other. The police car is being helmed by none other than Henry Rollins, who you might remember from such rock and roll music, and I think he was like the lead singer to Black Flag. I don't fucking know. But it's also got the fat guy from Jurassic Park as his partner, who seems like an unlikely candidate for a police officer, because I highly doubt he would ever catch anybody on foot. Point of the story is they're filming like a fake cop show called Fuzz, and these two guys at the back are asking them all these questions about, what it's like being a cop, and they're both technically kind of just blowing smoke up their ass, like acting like they're more exciting than they are, when they're not really exciting, until they happen to spot this red BMW being driven by Charlie Sheen's character with Kristy Swanson as the hostage. Jesus Christ. What the fucking... So all the time they're being chased by the police, she's freaking out, as you would, being kidnapped, not knowing that it was a candy bar this whole time, and then he assures her that he will let her go when all of this is over. He just wants to get to a safe place. He doesn't want to go back to prison. He was like, I don't know. But basically, he did not do the crime that he is being accused of. So they bicker back and forth, and he goes to light a cigarette with the car lighter. See, back in the day, cars came with cigarette lighters. You pushed it in, and then it would pop out, and then you could light your cigarette with it. Well, she takes it out and sticks it up to his neck. And burns him, and then drops it right in his crotch. And then his crotch catches on fire. There's smoke everywhere, and he looked like Cheech and Chong driving down the 401 freeway. Or at least I think it's the 401. I have no idea. I'm not absolutely sure. I can't be positive. But they're driving along, and
you're driving along, la la la, woo.
And just madness ensues. When it comes to chase scenes in movies, this whole fucking movie's a goddamn chase scene. That's why it's called The Chase. But for a movie that's basically just one long chase scene, it never stops being entertaining. Maybe every once in a while when they go from the chase to Ray Wise's character yelling at the police sergeant because he can't do his fucking job and all this shit. But Ray Wise, let's talk about that guy. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the TV show Reapers. He was also in Twin Peaks, but this guy, he's just, oh God, he's so scary for some reason. Maybe that's why he played Satan in Reapers. He's such a prick in this movie. That's just an absolute prick. And then his wife, who's Kristy Swanson character, I don't remember what everybody's name is, but yeah, this lady, Linda or whatever, she's a total bitch. Or just seems that way. It seems that way. She doesn't really give me the reason to believe, but from what I hear from Kristy Swanson's character, she's just in it for the money, honey. What the fuck am I even talking about anymore? So as the story progresses, Kristy Swanson comes to get to know Charlie Sheen's character, and she starts telling her, hey, I've been accused of this crime I didn't commit. One thing leads to another, and then she's on his side. It's like Stockholm Syndrome unfolding before our very eyes until it culminates in one of the sexiest fucking scenes I've ever seen in a goddamn movie. They don't even show anything, but God damn, when I was a kid, this was hot. It was hot. Hot stuff. I mean, just, it's stick a fork in it, it's done. It's well done. It's well done. But, you gotta imagine, this is extremely dangerous, everybody. Extremely dangerous. I highly, highly recommend you do not try this unless you're parked in the garage and pretending like you're driving, like I was talking about in my latest review, Cop Car. Maybe some of you have seen that. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But these two fall in love over a hostage situation. But it starts because Dalton Voss calls to talk to his daughter, and he's basically a dickhead. And then Charlie Sheen says, hey, listen, dickhead, your daughter's in a stressful situation right now. How about you stop being a dickhead? She falls in love with him. And then, I don't know, the craziest shit that happens in this movie, though, by far, aside from Anthony Kiedis and Flea's cameo, they're driving along,
And you're driving along, la la, woo.
And there's this medical supply truck that has a bunch of cadavers on it. That's, I guess, going to a medical school for people to like study the human cadaver. And the door opens and these bodies just go everywhere, and it's fucking hilarious and disturbing as hell at the same time, because like in the back of my mind I'm thinking, damn, those were people. I mean, luckily they had donated their body to science, but shit. But then we get to the fucking Anthony Kiedis and Flea fucking cameo, because they've got a police scanner in this giant ass 1995 Ford Bronco that's jacked up, and they're hearing on the police scanner that they're almost to wherever the hell they are, so they floor it, and they're going to try to run these guys off the road. And I guess you could say they tried, but all they did was get in the way, really, essentially. Yeah, it's just, this movie is a time capsule of a time where everything was better. Fucking, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. But do you remember the 90s when like all the movies were good? Like 1994 was a fucking banger. A fucking banger. Forrest Gump. Fucking Dumb and Dumber. Fucking, I could go on. I could really go on. This movie. I mean, 1994, you know, the Super Nintendo, the Sega Genesis, fucking kind of some of the music. I don't know. It just, fucking 2020 sucks. And everything has sucked ever since 1999. I'm going to be honest with you. 1999 was the last good year that there ever was. Maybe 2000. Because, you know, Y2K. But anyway. So, yeah, if you haven't seen this movie, I don't want to spoil it, even though it's a fucking 30-fucking-year-old movie, I guess. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend whatever you got to do to get it, even though it might be out of print. You might have to pay. Because I had the DVD, because, you know, I was smart. When I saw the DVD, I was like, you know what? That's one of those movies you don't see every day, even though I used to watch it all the time back in the day. So if you haven't seen it, it's, I can't even put a number on it. It's a goddamn bona fide classic. By me, I bona fide it. See? It says right fucking there that it's a goddamn bona fide classic. And if you disagree with that, you can kiss my ass. Because, yeah, what the fuck is this shit? You fucking kidding me? 5.9. I really don't know anymore. But if you wouldn't mind, please consider liking this video and these other buttons that you can click. And it'll inspire me to get better at this. Look, I already bought these fucking shelves for you people. What more do you want from me? Also, consider helping me fucking finance these shelves by, what the fuck is that thing? It's Patreon. It's Patreon. Look, there it is, right there at the bottom. You can follow me on the Twitter. I don't get on there much, but I do post stuff on Instagram from time to time. I appreciate y'all being with me here today while we were talking about one of my favorite cheesy, I mean, it's cheesy. Yeah, it's cheesy. It's one of my favorite cheesy 90s classics. You know, fucking movies in the 90s, in the 80s were just better than everything now. You know, and nobody fucking, we got the MCU. Big fucking whoop. We had like Friday, fucking Mortal Kombat, motherfucking Super Mario Brothers movie. Fuck this new dumb shit.